Hello. Welcome to episode 2 of Try Not to Die, Minecraft edition. So far I've got diamonds and butter and an iron pick and I'm doing good. I have a house, but I'm so paranoid there's gonna be a creeper or something. I should probably make some armor and weapons, like, stat. I think that's my objective. Well, first I want to make a chest, because I want to be able to store all my extra stuff. Even though, normally I put important things in chests so that I don't lose them, but thinking on it, it doesn't really matter, because if I die, I'm not going to be able to get the stuff back even if it is in a chest, so there's that. Double chest, because I have hope that I'm gonna survive a little longer than I don't know, a little longer than I would expect, I guess. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these diamonds yet, because I don't really want to waste. Like, I could make a really cool sword with them, or I could make a pickaxe, but the only reason why I would need a pickaxe is if I want to go to the nether, and I don't, so I'm just gonna leave them in the chest for now. Oh, I need to get started on a farm, that's what I should do. Because I need the foods, and there's no telling. That's enough wool. Okay. You know, I should play peaceful Minecraft at some point. Okay, you know what? I want to make this a real challenge, so I'm going to make it difficult. Or hard. That's what she said. I'm gonna make it hard because I haven't played in hard for a really long time because it's difficult and stressful. So let's do it! Oh gosh, do you know that feeling? That feeling that you get when you're like afraid that you're gonna fall off a cliff? Like your hands get sweaty and you feel like more clumsy than usual? I get that feeling when I go out into the mine, because I'm just gonna make this little thing right here. How about that? Just so that I can be extra careful. I'll turn that into glass later if I get some. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for the water source. 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Because water spreads through dirt blocks on all sides. Luckily including corners, that makes it a lot easier to... I don't like the dirt up there, but whatever. It used to be that the water didn't move through dirt blocks in a square. It moved in a sort of circular pattern, which is probably hard to visualize just talking about it. So I'll just try and show you in a second. As soon as I dig out a space that's big enough. Okay, so we have a 5x5, or really 5x6, but this is the walkway little area that I dug out, and I'm just going to dig out the places where I would put the dirt so that you can get a little visualization of what I used to work with before they changed the water. So it used to be that you put the water like here in the middle, and then it would only spread through 4 blocks in each direction, and then also 4 blocks diagonally. So you'd have this one corner block that didn't get watered, and it was really annoying because you had to put way more source blocks of water in farms. But now they changed it so that the corner blocks are saturated with water, and it just makes it so much easier to make farms now. You know, one of the reasons why I like putting farms underground is because it's got 2 blocks height. So you know how if you jump on a block of farm or tilled land, it can sometimes turn it into dirt? Well, if you've only got enough headspace so that you can't jump, you don't crush the crops. So it's a little safer than making a farm that's got a higher roof, or one that's outside. Because I just hate it when I accidentally crush my farm and turn it into dirt, and it's like, it's just a pain. And having a farm that's underground like this, it restricts your headspace, is really... it's a little bit less to be annoyed by, you know? Gotta reduce those daily annoyances. And I'm going to have to make a bucket. Hey, I have enough. Just the right amount. That looks like it's gonna spawn some baddies. But I don't have enough wood to make sticks, so maybe tomorrow I'll just spend all my time. God dang it! I don't have enough wood to make a bed, and it's nighttime outside, and I don't know where the nearest water source is, so I'm just gonna have to wait until daytime, I guess. Oh my gosh, it's almost daytime. Rise, sun, rise! Okay, I really hate wasting coal, but I'm gonna have to do it because I need a sword. And I don't have sticks for a sword. I really didn't think that through. Okay, well, are they burning yet? No, no they're not. No, they're not. Oh my god. Okay, I think it's dead. That's good. Let's plant some trees. Alright, I got my wood, so let's go get some water now, if we can find some. It shouldn't be too difficult, right? Oh look, there's some. Yay. And then, this isn't enough light for this, so I usually put little lights in the ceiling every 2 blocks. I think that's slightly unnecessary. How about we do it like this? Try and save some torches. Yeah. So it's every 2 blocks. Or 3, depending on how you look at it, I guess. And then we gotta make some more torches, but luckily we have enough wood, so it won't be too much of an issue. And then we can start growing some food, which will allow us to do so many other things, like going outside, maybe starting some animal farms. No, I don't think I'm going to do animal farms actually, because they're sort of unnecessary. I mean, once you have potatoes or bread or whatever, I think potatoes are the most efficient way to get food, because you don't have to cook them, or you do, you have to cook them, but each plant makes like 3 edibles and it fills the same hunger as, oh yeah, I was making a thing. And it fills the same amount of hunger as a loaf of bread, for example, when with one wheat plant you get maybe 1 piece of bread per plant, so potatoes are better. Unless you're doing combat, then you want some sort of food that doesn't fill as many hunger so much as just you get a lot of it, and so I think melon is probably best for that. Because you get like 3 or 4 pieces of melon per block, and it only fills half a hunger meat chop. It only fills half a meat chop, but that's kind of a good thing when you're fighting, because you want to have full hunger at all times, and it decreases pretty quickly while you're fighting, so. Not that I'm planning on fighting, but I don't know, I'm gonna need some resources like string and stuff at some point, so I'm probably gonna be forced to go outside at night. And I'm gonna make it bigger because why not? You know, I was just thinking, usually it's really difficult for me to have enough levels to enchant stuff, but if I'm forced not to die, you know, I can't die, because if I do, then the world is over. I can't die. So I'll be more cautious and I'll keep all the levels that I earn, so maybe I'll be able to enchant stuff. I don't think it's going to get to the point, honestly, where I can make a spawn trap, because that's sort of my go-to XP farm sort of thing. But that's kind of difficult to do, considering you have to go spelunking for it, or just be really lucky, I guess. I don't know, maybe... No, usually zombie spawn traps are the best for making an XP farm, so even if there was a spawner in that mine that I found, it would still be... it wouldn't be good for XP farm. And I don't think I'm gonna go spelunking, like, ever. Because that's really dangerous. I've died so many times while I'm spelunking. Love Shack, Love Shack. I don't know if anybody else heard that, but for some reason when I was placing those blocks, it just became the tune to that song. It's really annoying. Random songs pop into my head all day, and then they get stuck, especially if they're really catchy. Hopefully Love Shack won't get stuck in my head, because that would be irritating to say the least. Does anyone listening even know what that song is? It's a pretty old song, so I would totally understand if you didn't, but at the same time, it makes me feel old. That's a really weird thing, how when you walk through... God dang it. When you walk through water sources like this, you sort of just go in and then don't. I don't have auto jump on, so it's just really weird that that's a thing now. It used to be where you walk over it and you fall in and you have to jump out. So lily pads were like super useful in farming, but now it's sort of just doesn't have a purpose. Well, I'm sure there's a purpose for lily pads in traps or whatever, but I don't know of a reason that you would need lily pads. That's an impressive farm we got there, kids. It's, okay, so I think that's about it for this episode. For episode 2. We didn't get much done, I guess. Well, except for this farm, which, I mean, it's good to have a farm. I'm kind of glad that I did it, because now I'm gonna have food, but I guess that's the end of episode 1. See you tomorrow. Bye.